Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Kotar. Today's video we are going to be doing a very subtle makeup look. Honestly, it's like 9 o'clock right now and I thought about just like hopping on here and just like filming a makeup look for you guys, and I was like, why don't I just do like a subtle look where, like, you know, I do some foundation. Basically I gave you guys like my updated makeup look that I mainly do if I'm like heading out somewhere, if I'm heading out for dinner or something. It's mainly just like a makeup it's a makeup look, just some foundation, some contour, and some concealer, and just like a very subtle look. So if you guys like this look and you like it so far, keep on. So today we're going to do like a soft glam like makeup no makeup look. Y'all ever see those like looks that people be doing where they're like beat their face, like literally beat the shit out their face and everything, but then it literally looks like they have no makeup on, but they're just like well contoured, well blended out and everything, with like a very soft subtle look and everything. That's exactly what we're going to do today. Except this time around, like, I think I did one before and I didn't have foundation on or concealer and everything. I basically was just contoured and like some eyeshadow and everything. Except this time around, I'm actually gonna wear some foundation and actually bake the face and do that whole contour, concealer, all that smooth jazz and everything. Lately, I've been wearing foundation, not every day, like barely, like probably like once every 2 weeks, once every other week, depending if I'm going out somewhere, going out to dinner, going out whatever I'm going or whatever, because I've been having like breakouts lately and like my pores, like as I get older, guys, my pores have been coming out into the surface, okay? I mean, like, obviously we've always had pores, duh, but like they've just been noticeable lately and I'm just like, stop it. What are you doing? I don't like this change, okay? I'm all for change except for the change around my T-zone. I don't like it. Stop. So yeah, so I've gotten into like foundation, having just like a bit of like coverage to my face as well. Like you can't really tell right now, but like throughout the week, like it's been like a real struggle. You can tell on this side a little. There's been like some blemishes, like one right there, like a couple right there. Like I've been like having like a little bit of imbalance of hormones and everything, and I've been breaking around like my jawline and the sides of my face and like a little bit on my cheeks and everything. So I'm just gonna show you guys my basically like soft glam look that I would do, like, I guess if I actually went out every day. I don't really go out. I literally just go to work and then I'm home and that's about it. And then I have like other things that I'm doing, applying to jobs and everything and looking at grad schools and all of that. So enough babbling and let's just get in here. I always can never like multitask. I always want to talk and then I forget to like start doing my face. So we're gonna start. Also, my face has already been moisturized and washed and everything, so, and I don't really wear a primer because there's not really a primer that I have yet to find that's out there that I really like. So I just like literally use my moisturizer and a bit of oil for a primer. The foundation that I use is Nars. It's the Sheer Glow foundation that I use, and the color that I use is medium 3.75. So we're gonna start off with that. Shake it up a little bit. I kind of wish I had a pump. It doesn't have a pump, so I always just like put it on the back of my hand right here. Well, actually, hold on. I don't know if I want to start off with my skin first. I think I want to start off with my eyes, because I don't really like to like wear foundation and like conceal and everything and then like go in and do the eyes and then like foundation, and then like eyeshadow will like drop on like my face and everything. And I don't like to really touch my face after I'm done like putting on that mask, I guess. So no, I can't even talk. It's been a long day. Let's start off with the eyes first, okay? So rewind. So we're gonna prime the eyelids, and now I gotta like move things around because I had like all my face stuff right next to me first, then my eyes, but we'll just adjust some things. So we're gonna start off with some primer. We're gonna go in with the Morphe Eyelid primer right here. Just gonna put some on the eyelids with my fingers. It's actually really funny. I don't really think I need primer for my face, but like my eyelids, and my eyelids I do, because my eyelids are so oily and I don't know why. Like my entire face is dry. My under eyes are dry. And then you got my eyelids that are just like the most oiliest thing ever. And like before I even knew anything about primer, I used to wear eyeshadows. It was like when I was in like high school, like end of middle school, beginning of high school, where I would wear eyeshadow with no primer, and then like it would literally be on for like an hour, and then it would just like all melt off, and I'd be like, why is it melting off? And then I finally like got introduced to primer, eyeshadow primer and everything, and then it finally stuck on, and I was like, wow, I was like, I guess I need eyeshadow primer. So props to eyeshadow primer. So as I was saying, I'm gonna do like a very soft glam look. So I'm gonna go for a very soft, like kind of like, I don't know how to explain it other than like a very, just like a very, very soft look. So I'm gonna start off with, what eyeshadow palette should we start off with? Give me 1 second, let me reach for one. So I'm gonna start off with the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. That's the one we're gonna go in with first. See what we can use as our like transition shades and everything. Yeah, I'm gonna start off with that palette first, and I'm gonna go in with an R36 Morphe brush, and I'm gonna go in with the shade G Money. It's like a very brown shade. It's a very beautiful color. I like it. I'm just gonna go in there and start it up. I'm not gonna really do like a smoky eye, just like something very subtle. Might even go for like a very light wing on the outer corner, not really bringing the wing all the way. I don't know, we'll see, honestly. Alright, so we got that shade on. Honestly, we're not going to do a lot for this look. It's going to be just like very subtle. So I'm done with that palette. Yeah, there's not really another color that I want to use in this palette. That was like literally the only color that I like. The only color that I wanted to use. I love that transitional shade on my like complexion and everything. I think it's very, very beautiful. Like sometimes I'll just throw this shade on and I'll like sometimes do a wing and that'll be it. And I think it's very, very gorgeous. And then I'm gonna go in with the Jaclyn Hill Armed and Gorgeous eyeshadow palette. And I'm gonna go in with like a really, really tiny, fluffy, somewhat fluffy but somewhat stacked brush, like very dense, the E36 brush. I really like this, and I'm gonna go in with the color Smooth Criminal. And I'm going to put that on the outer corner right here. And I'm just going to flick it up. That's what we're going to do for that eye. And then we're just going to do the same exact thing on the other eye. Again, going with Smooth Criminal. And just putting that on the outer corner and just flicking it up like that. Bam. Just like a very like soft, like brownish, like smoky like eye. And I think with that I'm actually gonna follow up maybe with like a little tiny wing, but it's gonna be a brown wing. I'm gonna go in with eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go in with the 7B eyebrow brush from Anastasia, and I'm gonna go in with Jaclyn Hill Armed and Gorgeous palette, but I'm gonna go with the color Prowl. This like very dark, that's not what I wanted to do. This very dark brown shade right here. I don't want to flash you guys. This very dark brown shade right here. And I'm going to go in there and I'm going to make a very tiny little wing on the outer corner. I love eyeshadow wings. Like, I just think they're like, because like liquid eyeliner can get very messy sometimes, and I'm not really, I'm gonna be honest, I'll be honest with you guys, if I can just speak. I'm not really good with liquid eyeliner wings. Like, I don't know why, but like eyeshadow wings, they're so easy, especially with this brush, like the 7B eyeshadow brush. It is so easy to just do a quick little tiny wing that's so subtle and everything. I just don't know why I can't do it with like liquid liner. It just gets so messy and it starts to run everywhere, and I'm just like, stop it. I mean, I applaud girls who can do it with liquid eyeliner. I'm just like, you guys are like, guys are superwoman. Literally. So next up, we're just gonna go, and now we're going to start the face. This is where I'm gonna start the face now. I'm not gonna do the bottom lash yet until I lay down the foundation and I bake in everything first. So we're gonna go, let's start this again from the very beginning about skin. We're gonna go in with the Nars Sheer Glow Foundation in the shade Medium 3.75. So as I was saying earlier, I just usually put this on the back of my hand like this. I put a little bit. I don't put a lot because I don't really use a lot. And I just literally go about it, and I start to put dots all over my face. I usually start with the center because the center is really, I want like most of my coverage, because I get red in the center of my face. Like my T-zone area is always just like red and everything. And I'll also go right here in the bottom because that's where a lot of my breakouts are happening at the moment. But on the forehead, the nose, the chin, just like wherever else is left over, I put it everywhere. I don't really, like I said, I don't really like use a lot for me to have that much leftovers, because like, remember, it's not like I'm not going for full coverage, because I don't really want a full coverage desired look. I just want a subtle like coverage, and I'm gonna go in with the M439 Morphe brush, and I'm just gonna start to buff that in. So that's about it, and I bring it down into the neck. I even go up to the ears a little, like right there, just to make sure it's all blended out. Then I'm gonna go in just with like a damp beauty blender, and I'm just gonna tap everything. And I just like to go over a beauty blender after I'm done buffing it all in. I love this foundation. Like, I honestly don't even think it's like a foundation. I think it's like literally, I mean, obviously if you wanted like a couple more layers, it would be full covered or something like that, but I honestly like reminds me just like of a BBC cream or like a tinted moisturizer and everything. Well, I got like a little fuzzy right there. That's exactly what this like foundation reminds me of, because like you can literally still see like a little bit of my redness right there and everything. So after that, I'm going to go in with a little bit of eye correcting concealer, and I'm gonna put it like right here, because that's literally where my dark circles are the worst. And I'm using the Sephora Bright Future Color Corrector. It's literally just by Sephora. It's the middle shade. It's the second shade, I should say. And I just put that right there. And I don't really like blend that out a lot. You're gonna see what I'm gonna do. Like, I just like pat it in a little like that, just to spread it out, because I kind of want that to like cover it. I want it to like cover my dark circles and everything. And then I'm gonna go in with my concealer, which is by Makeup Forever. This is a full cover kind of concealer, and I really like this concealer. And it's in this shade number 7. And this one, I just like literally put on the back of my hand as well, like that. And then I'm gonna take a concealer brush, which is on the Anastasia number 18 brush. And I literally just go in and start to do the places that I want concealer in. So it'll always be like the inner corner that I want. So I'll put that, start there first. Could not speak. It's been a long day. It's literally It's 9 o'clock right now, so it's been a long day. I'm filming kind of late, but I just was in the mood to film, honestly. I was like, you know what, let's just hop on here and film and everything and get a video out there. I feel like I haven't done one. I've just been so occupied and tired lately. But we're going to keep concealing. And I'm going to bring it all the way underneath the eye, because this is the way I conceal, because I just like to, like, I will not wear foundation a lot, but concealer, honey, conceal me up. Like, it ain't. Just conceal me up. I think concealer makes a big difference in a makeup routine. I'm gonna do the forehead. Just do like a little highlight right there. Bridge of my nose. Cupid's bow. I'm even gonna do the chin. Just a little bit right there. Whatever's left over of the concealer. And then I'm going to go in with my beauty blender, and I'm going to start to blend it all in. Look at that. Just look at that brightness. Like, just brightens up the under eye so well. It's so funny because I've literally had a hard time finding a concealer that will like, and a like color corrector that will like literally hide my dark circles. And it's so funny because every single time I go to Sephora, I'll be like, I used to be like, I need a good color corrector, and they'd be like, why, you barely have dark circles? And I'd be like, right now I look fresh and awake. Get back to me when I pulled all-nighters, when I'm working overnight shifts, when I'm doing other things and I have other responsibilities and everything, and I look like my face looks so dull and it just looks so tired. I was like, I need a good concealer and eye color corrector and everything, and I finally found it, and I love this duo right here. It took me a while because I've tried like a lot of concealers. Like, for instance, like one of the, I mean, you guys remember when Tart Concealer came out and everybody was raving about it? People were like, it's full coverage and everything. I tried it. It was not full coverage. I'm talking about, I used to like put 2 layers of it on, and with color correcting and everything, and it just never covered up my dark circles. That's probably also because maybe I didn't have a good color corrector or something. I don't know. But I know I like this concealer. And it's just a hydrating concealer because, like I said, I have a dry under eye. So after that's all blended in, and make sure it's all blended in good, so then I can start baking. I'm going to go in with some baking powder, setting powder, and I'm going to bake. And we're going to go in with Fenty Beauty in the shade Banana. I also love this powder as well. Not really a powder kind of person. I think I've told you guys this before, how I don't like to powder. Well, actually, because I have dry skin. Before I even powder, I'm going to contour first. That's what I'm going to do. So, actually, no, I'm going to bake. I'm like all over the place. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm gonna blend it out one more time, make sure there's no concealer attached to my creases, because, you know, there's some creases underneath these eyes. You know, 5 years of studying chemistry will do that to you. Okay, and then we're gonna go in, I'm gonna go in my beauty blender, and I'm gonna bake. It's actually so crazy because this powder actually smells like really good. Like, it doesn't have a scent, like one of those scents where you just like know you're gonna get a bad reaction. It just has like a scent where it's just like, like a relaxing scent. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna bake the forehead. Even set the chin, Cupid's bow, and up on the nose. So we are baked right now. We are baking right now. We're doing things, guys. We're doing things. So I'm gonna let that marinate in there, you know. Got all this like baking powder on me. I think it's so funny, like, how far makeup has come with like baking and contouring and everything, and just like the look of like contouring and baking. It just like kind of baffles me because like they never really used to do this back in the day, but then here we are, like, you know, new makeup ideas. Kim Kardashian is the one who started all of this and everything. Now all of a sudden everybody's just like ding 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 ding, bake 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 bake, and it's just like so cool. I don't know, I think it's so cool because I used to like, you know, I grew up watching my aunt, my mom's sister, who was like a makeup person and everything. You know, I used to watch her do her makeup, and you know, never was it contour or like baking and all that. It was always like more so ever like my aunt's was more so upper blush and a smoky wing liner. It was always a wing liner with like rosy cheeks and like a red lip or something like that. It was never these crazy like conceal, contour, bake, and all of that. So it's just cool to see like how I watched my aunt doing makeups and my aunt, how I watched my aunt doing makeup and everything. Now I'm doing makeup and how it's completely different. Like, you know, there are some things that I still do that I learned from them, but there are other things, you know, as like the newer generation, everything, how I do things differently. So next up, I'm going to go in, I'm going to bronze / contour a little bit, and I'm going to go with the Chanel bronzer, the Soleil Tan Day Chanel bronzer. I'm just going to go in with the M439. Get some in there. I'm just gonna go in and start bronzering and wow, I try to do contouring and bronzer together. Bronzering. Oh, I'm gonna go and start bronzering. Yes, I'm gonna keep that word for me, you know, for the future, if nobody ever thought of it yet. But I'm just gonna go right up on this cheekbone. I'm gonna keep it right high on my cheekbones, not really bring it down. You see how like that line is like being made and everything? That's what I really want. I'm gonna go into the other side. I'm even gonna go like along the jawline just a little bit of whatever's remaining on the brush and bring it around like that. Alright. Bam. We are contoured up. We are bronzering up. We are bronzering up. Like, alright. So after that, I'm gonna continue letting it bake just a little bit and everything, and then while I'm waiting for it to bake, I'm gonna keep the under eyes. That's what I'm gonna do. But I'm going to wipe off the forehead and the chin so I can just reduce the powder just a little bit, because like, you know, there's no need for them things though, there's no need for my powder to stay on these areas. Even my nose, I'm gonna dust it off a little. I love like the like highlight it does. It's just like smooth. Like, can you guys like see that? Like just like flawless smoothness. Just like, I love this powder. Like literally it took me forever to find it. As I was saying earlier, it took me forever to also find like a powder, because I don't really like powder because I have dry skin, but this does not dry me out at all, and I love it. So now we're gonna go in and we're gonna do brows. And I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia in the color Soft Brown. I'm gonna go in with the Brow Wiz. I'm just gonna fix these bad boys up. I hate brows. I mean, am I even allowed to, I don't even know. I just don't like to do my brows. I just wish like I could just like, I want to try microblading, but like I just feel like I would like not like that. Like, I don't know. No, I would not like that. Anyways, so we done that. So next up, I'm going to go in and contour up with some powder to emphasize on that. Contouring up a little, and I'm gonna go in with the Morphe Duo Contour. It's a bronzer and a contour, and I'm gonna go in with the M437. I'm just gonna like pat that in the middle, top off the excess, and just go in and start contouring. Take a little brush, the M504. I'm just gonna contour the nose up a little bit, warm it up because it's looking a little It's looking a little pale. There we go. A little bit of contouring and do that. Alright. Now, as I fix everything up, we're gonna go in with and do the bottom lash line now. Sometimes when I bake, the powder will like get on my lashes a little bit. But we're gonna go in with Smooth Criminal, and I'm gonna go in with a stiff definer brush, the M432, and I'm just gonna put that in the lower, and I'm gonna keep it on the outer corner, and I'm gonna put it on the lower lash line, like literally right up there, tight against it. The eyes about to be done. We just need some mascara now. Let me grab some. I have 3 mascaras that I go in with. And one of them is specifically for the bottom. And it's this L'Oreal Carbon Black Telescopic one that I just used for the bottom. And then the other 2 I'm going to use for the top. Ooh, alright guys. 2 hours later after mascara. I'm going to go in with an inner corner highlight. I'm going to use VIP from the Armed & Gorgeous palette. It's just this white, sparkling, glittery eyeshadow, and I'm gonna use it for an eyebrow bone, an eyebrow bone, guys. More like an eyebrow highlight. And I'm gonna put that on right here. Look at that. That's actually pretty intense. Put some on the inner corner. Not a lot on the inner corner, just a little bit, tad bit. Little bit. Something that would just be like subtle. There we go. Put some on a little bit on this side too. Woo. I'm liking that. So now we can wipe up all of this baking powder, and we will see that flawless, smooth under eye. So let's start dusting it off. Alright, so clean that up and everything. So now we're going to go in and we are going to clean up underneath there just a little bit, because it's kind of like not looking so good, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta clean that up, you know, get that contour in check. It looks good on the front, you know, all contour and shit, but then you look at the side, like, I don't like that at all. So we're gonna go in with the same Fenty beauty powder, beauty blender. I'm just gonna clean up all that underneath there. Like that. I'm just gonna leave that on there and let it clean it up. Bam. And while that's being cleaned up, we're gonna go in with some blush, because we're just looking a little too contoured and bronzed up right now, that I want to like pinky up the cheeks just a little bit. And I'm going to go up high on the cheekbones, a little bit on the apple cheeks as well. I'm going to go in with the Morphe blush palette, the 8C blush palette, and I'm going to go in with Hot. It's a really pinkish kind of blush. And I'm also going to mix it with Free, which is a very light pink blush. So we got like a hot pink and a light pink brush. I just mix those two like together and I just go up there. And see, it's just like a really pretty, makes a really pretty pinkish like kind of combo together. I usually love this pink together, both of them. And I put that up there on that cheekbone. It just blends in with my contour and everything. And then you see like a little bit on the apple. Pretty. Pretty. Do that again. That's so pretty. I'm also gonna take just a little bit more of that blush. Go over like the bridge of my nose. I love to bring blush like in the center of my nose to mix up with that contour up a little bit. Even like in my chin area. Even like up on the forehead. Just like to rub some on to make it a little bit pinkier. Like makes a difference to me at least. I just love, like, I have not worn makeup in so long that when I put makeup on these days, I'm just like, who is that? Like, damn, who are you, girl? Like, shit. Without all this baking stuff, we'll get that. It looks like I got like a 5 o'clock shadow beard or something like that. But like, you know, I clean up so well. So well. Anyways, guys. Let's clean up this baking situation going on right here. You know, clean up that contour because we about to look sharp. Going back and forth admiring my cheekbones. Let me stop it. Let me stop it. Anyways, I need to stop. I'm way too much sometimes. I'm too extra sometimes. After all of that dusting, I'm gonna go back in with the beauty blender and I'm just gonna tap it a little bit in. So it can all just come together. Bam. Now we're gonna highlight. And I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Vegas Loose Powder. Get a little bit of that. Not too much, not too crazy. I don't want anything too crazy. I'm kind of loving this matte look, kind of like matte satiny look right here. But I also wanted to add a little bit of a boom, like highlight, like almost like a princess, honestly. I'm going to use the M51. I'm going to use the M510 highlighting brush from Morphe. Just take some on there, just a little bit, barely tap it in there. Tap out the excess. And I'm just going to go in, smile, and I'm just going to start like slowly feathering it in to my like apples of my cheek and my cheekbone. Then I'm gonna go in circles. I don't like anything too crazy, honestly. I'm gonna put some on my chin. Cupid's bow. All over my lips, honestly. I'm even gonna put some on my nose. Cause why not? Oh, look at that. Bing! And put some on my forehead. The center of my forehead. Right there. Yes. Then I'm gonna do the other cheek area as well. Smile. I'm just gonna flick. I'm just gonna go in circles. Bam. Ooh, look at that highlight. So next up we're gonna set. And I have 2 setting sprays that I use to set. I go in with the Dewy Set Anastasia setting spray first. I usually like to like cover my eyes because I don't really like to get my eyes because I don't want the mascara to like run down. Or like, you know what, I don't even care. Because where am I going, honestly? I'm probably going to take a couple pictures, post this for the gram and on my story, and then I'm probably going to wash off my makeup. My hands look funny. Just like over here, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm gonna go in my beauty blender and I'm just gonna tap everything in. And make sure it all melts together. Alright. And I'm gonna go with one more and I'm gonna go with the Lilah B A Glow Face Mist. It's like really tiny. and I love this. It actually like helps hydrate and it helps melt everything even more together. I'm gonna go back in again with the Beauty Blender. I'm gonna tap everything in. Smooth contour, smooth contour. We are highlighted. We are looking dewy. We are looking, Lastly but not least, we're gonna do some lips. That's exactly what we're gonna do. I don't know what lip I wanna do, but I'm thinking it's gonna be a nice brown nude. That's exactly what I'm going for. Exactly what I want too. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we're working with. I think I'm gonna go in with probably Bite Me by Morphe. I need to actually sharpen this. And then I'm gonna outline the outer part of my lips first, and then from there I'll decide what kind of lip exactly, how nude I wanna go. Should we add some dimension to that lip, or should we keep it like that? I think I'm gonna add some dimension to them. I think I'm gonna add a nude in the center. Yeah. Let's see what nude are we gonna put in there. I'm gonna go in with First Base by Morphe. It's literally a nude. It's like a peachy nude. Put that in the center. Ooh, I like that. Yes, I do. Put that in. Y'all think I should keep it nude? I mean, y'all think I should keep it lip gloss or matte? I think I'm gonna go with the gloss. Need like a nude to match this bad boy. Go in with the NYX Butter Gloss, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Madeline. Madeline? It's BLG14, that's the code name for it. And I'm just gonna put this in the center. So we are done with this look. This is my very soft glam look. Honestly, I freaking love this look. Now that I have like done my makeup and everything, I kind of want to go out, like maybe out to dinner or something, even though it's like literally like 9:46 right now. I'm pretty sure everything's closing. And it is a Friday night. Maybe not. Maybe I can convince one of my roommates to go get like some froyo or something so I can just go outside and like enjoy this look out there real quick or something. I don't know. But thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed like the very like subtle look, honestly, even though like it took a lot. It's actually so funny like when you think about it, how like the most subtle looks will always take the most, but like then sometimes the most extravagant looks will not even be that much, but like the very most simple soft glam ones will be like, you gotta do this and you gotta contour this and you gotta bake this and you gotta do that and all this is that and the third and everything, when this is like the most basic thing ever and all of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Give it a like, comment if you like, whatever you want, and also follow me on Instagram. But that's really all that I have for you guys, honestly. So I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. I hope you guys enjoy the warm weather next week. Oh my god, I was looking at the weather channel before I started filming and everything, and it is supposed to be in the 70s, and man, I cannot wait for the sun to come out and like just for everything, just for spring to come around and summer to come around. I love warm weather. Obviously, you guys should know that I am a summer baby, a Leo and everything. But other than that, I hope to see you guys on my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.